Hello, I'm Michael Diamond, and you're watching Muscle Central. Okay, we're talking about the former Mr. Olympia champion, Brandon Curry. Where does Brandon go from here now that he's lost the title to Big Ramy? Now, Brandon did his job over the past year. In 2019, he was the Mr. Olympia. The only thing he needs to do is work on making improvements and coming in better the following year. Ultimately, that's what you want to do. You make improvements and you come in better. Brandon Curry did exactly what he was supposed to do. He came in better. Unfortunately for him, Big Ramy came in shape. A lot of people, including myself, were starting to give up hope on whether Ramy will actually ever come on stage with the conditioning needed, and sure enough, he did this year. So now Brandon Curry does what he's supposed to do. He makes improvements, and he comes back, and all the improvements he made weren't enough. He was beaten, and I don't think many, if any, will argue the decision. He was beaten by a bigger and better man, well, at least bigger and better on that night. Although Ramy is usually always bigger, he was better. Now, can Brandon come back next year and improve and regain the title? Brandon has great genetics. It was just that he was never living up to his potential. But once he hooked up with the people in Oxygen Gym in Kuwait, he started living up to his potential. There's a lot of potential, and he's gotten consistently better over the last few years, and better this year from last year. But now the problem here is, although Ramy did bring really good conditioning, he was definitely not what we would call peeled. So his conditioning can be better. Scary, isn't it? As big as Ramy is, and I believe he weighed in at 290 on stage this year, 290 condition. As big as he is, his frame could probably hold quite a few more pounds of muscle easily without blowing out his waist. Does Brandon have a chance of coming back next year and regaining the title? Does anybody really have a chance of stopping Big Ramy, especially if he comes in better condition, more muscle? That's a very, very big mountain to get past, literally and figuratively. I'm not suggesting by any means that Brandon needs to retire just because he might not be able to beat Ramy. If that's the case, everybody should retire. You're not going to be able to beat him. No, everybody's beatable. on any given day. And we don't know what's going to happen next time Ramy steps on stage anyway. Could this have been a fluke? And we'll see the old Ramy next time? Will we see the same Ramy or an improved Ramy next time? We don't know. We won't know until he steps back on stage again. As for Brandon Curry, he still has some good years left in him. And by no means am I suggesting he should retire. He can still win a lot of shows, most of the shows that he steps on stage for. I can see him going to the Arnold, racking up a few Arnold victories, which that in itself is a nice payday. Although as of now, the Arnold Ohio is for 2021 is on hold. We have no idea what's going to happen. But Brandon still has some life left in him. And like I said, by no means am I suggesting he should retire. I think he can put on more muscle. His frame could probably still hold a few more pounds of muscle without sacrificing his waist. I think he needs to go back to the drawing board. Now he's not the one being chased. He's going to be the chaser. I think if he puts on a little more size, maybe bring up the legs a little bit to more match the upper body, tighten up conditioning a little more. And next year, if this was a fluke with Ramy, or he slips up somewhere along the way, Brandon still can be Mr. Olympia again. He can regain the title. There are other factors that are involved with it, but it's not out of the question. To conclude this video, where does Brandon go from here? Keep on competing. Keep on going, working on making improvements, put on a little more size, work on the conditioning, try to bring up those legs. Come back next year, an even bigger and even better version of what you previously presented. And let's see what happens. Well, that's about it for this video. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, please let me know in the comments section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, and by all means subscribe. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. Once again, this is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.